Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will Jason become more like Quartermaine and stop working for Sonny? According to General Hospital teasers, Jason Quartermaine came before Jason Morgan. Steve, on the other hand, suffered a catastrophic brain injury as a result of his brother AJ Quartermaine's actions, rendering him unrecognizable. This is when Jason started working for Sonny Corinthos. General Hospital spoilers: Jason Morgan was a doctor in the making. According to General Hospital teasers, Jason was brilliant and easygoing, and he planned to become a doctor like his parents. Jason never drank like AJ and never acted like him. Jason was a good American child who hoped to make his parents proud. Jason was close to both of his parents and aspired to be like them until he wasn't. Jason's parents were unable to get his TBI changed. Alan Quartermaine attempted to make Jason change. He believed Jason could control his emotions and get his career back on track. Alan attempted to force Jason to do things his way, believing that therapy would help. However, it came back to bite him. Spoilers: Jason Morgan's mother and grandmother loved him. Jason's parents, Monica and Lily Quartermaine, loved him unconditionally. However, following the accident, Jason felt a stronger connection with Lily than he had with Monica. Monica wanted Jason to be the son she had raised, but Jason lacked the necessary skills. Lily welcomed Jason as he was. Lily would sit and listen to Jason, trying to understand his point of view. No one else in the family saw Jason this way. Jason's feelings for Lily, on the other hand, remained consistent. Jason paid Lily frequent visits and even adopted her maiden name as his surname. General Hospital spoilers: Jason Morgan's life has turned upside down. Jason Morgan disappeared the night his son Danny Morgan returned home. Jason was gone for 5 years before he saw his son again. However, Jason did not spend much time with Danny before he was presumed dead again. Jason is now back to care for Danny, and Sam Morgan has died. Jason needs to make a significant shift because he is all Danny has. Will Jason become more like Quartermaine, giving Danny the attention he deserves? Will Jason leave the mob to be the father his son needs? Will Jason maintain his vow to Sam by putting Danny first in his life now that she is gone? Are Sidwell and Cyrus destined to be PC's next glamorous power couple? General Hospital spoilers hint that there will be some mob repositioning in Port Charles in the new year. That's because Selena Wu appears again, and we know she's a force to be reckoned with. However, there are a number of wild cards who could upset the current quo as well. Cyrus Renaud is currently ranked first. He's been talking about being redeemed and quoting Bible verses. It seems fantastic, but is it all an act? Who do you suppose killed Sam McCall and Dex Heller? General Hospital spoilers: is Cyrus Renaud redeemed? Jen Sidwell, on the other hand, is an expert poker player. He'll appreciate what he sees in the city along the docks, and we know he won't open a competitor coffee shop, so where does that leave him in terms of business opportunities? We may observe Sidwell and Cyrus not engaging much, but also fighting for supremacy. But it would be even more exciting if they formed an alliance. That'd be a real power couple. Perhaps at one of Selena's games, they will meet and start a mutual admiration club. They claim that 2 heads are better than 1, and the men have the potential to prove this. Spoilers: will Cyrus Renaud and Jen Sidwell align? Sidwell has gangster cred, as seen by his shady behavior with Holly Sutton this summer. Who knows, even if she's currently with Robert Scorpio, she's always willing to turn sneaky, so she could join a Sidwell-Cyrus alliance. We know Sidwell meets Lucy Coe and becomes a deception investor, but this could be a cover for his more dangerous activities. General Hospital spoilers: what happens next in Port Charles, New York? Right now, it appears that the underhanded individuals in PC will have a field day when the news of Sonny Corinthos' precarious health situation is revealed. He can't keep that a secret forever, especially if he picks loose gun Christina Corinthos as his proxy or successor. Tell us, GH fans, do you want Sidwell and Cyrus to work together or compete for control of PC? Carly's frustration. Carly paced the floor of Jason Morgan's office, her voice raised in fury. "Can you believe this?" she said. "Willow is letting Drew take control of everything. It's like she's forgotten what's at stake." Jason leaned on his desk, his expression calm but attentive. "You know she's trying to do what she thinks is best for the kids, Carly. But what about Michael? He's the father, he should be making decisions." Carly's eyes blazed with rage, but there was a tint of concern that she wasn't ready to admit. Jason did not press any further. He was aware that Carly's rage frequently obscured deeper issues. An explosion rocked Port Charles. Before Carly could concentrate on her anger, she received news that devastated her world. Sonny's penthouse had been rocked by a terrible explosion, resulting in flames and destruction. Michael had been inside when the explosion occurred. Carly's heart fell as she received the call. Her son, Michael, was transported to General Hospital with life-threatening burns. Without hesitating, she grabbed her coat and dashed out the door, her mind racing with terror and remorse. A mother's agony. Carly dashed through the emergency room doors of the hospital, searching desperately for Michael. She spotted Sonny near the nurse's station, his expression somber but composed. "Sonny!" Carly said, racing toward him. Sonny turned, and the weight of their shared pain and concern was obvious in his eyes. Carly flung her arms around him instinctively, seeking the solace that only he could provide at this moment. "He's alive," Sonny replied softly, his voice trembling slightly to reveal his worry. "But it's bad, Carly. Real bad." As they clutched each other, memories of another explosion flooded their minds, one that had killed Morgan. The wounds from that loss remained raw, and now they faced the prospect of losing another son. A painful reminder. Sitting in the waiting room, Carly and Sonny exchanged whispered words, their voices full of emotion. "Do you remember the day we lost Morgan?" Carly inquired, her eyes welling with sadness. Sonny nodded as his jaw tightened. "I think about it every day." "I can't go through that again, Sonny," Carly said quietly. "I can't lose Michael too." Sonny reached for her hand and gripped it strongly. "We won't. He's strong, just like Morgan was. But this time, we're going to fight like hell to keep him here." Emotional crossroads. As they waited for word on Michael's condition, Carly and Sonny reached a turning point in their relationship. Despite their difficult past and current entanglements, Sonny's blooming relationship with Natalia Ramirez and Carly's developing affections for Jack Brennan, they couldn't ignore the link they still had. "Sometimes it feels like no matter how far apart we are, we always end up back here," Carly acknowledged, her voice full of vulnerability. Sonny offered her a faint, sorrowful smile. "That's because we've been through too much to ever really let go." The moment was packed with unspoken emotions until Dr. Terry Randolph arrived and interrupted their chat. Michael's condition. Dr. Randolph's expression was serious as she approached. "Michael has severe burns over a significant portion of his body," she told me. "We've stabilized him for now, but his recovery will be a long and difficult process. He'll need specialized care, and there's a possibility he'll require reconstructive surgery." Carly held Sonny's hand even tighter, her knuckles white. "Can we see him?" Sonny inquired. Dr. Randolph paused before nodding. "Briefly. He's sedated, but he might be able to hear you." A family torn. Standing by Michael's bedside, Carly's knees buckled. The sight of her son, wrapped in bandages with machinery beeping around him, was almost unbearable. "I'm here, sweetheart," Carly murmured quietly, wiping a tear from her cheek. "We're all here. You're going to get through this." Sonny stood on the opposite side of the bed, his hand lightly resting on Michael's arm. "You've always been a fighter, Michael. Don't stop now," Sonny continued, his voice low and firm. The path forward. As the days passed, Michael was prepared to be transported to a well-known burn clinic. Before departing, he managed to make a heartfelt request to Jason. "Take care of Sasha and the baby," Michael said faintly. Jason nodded earnestly. "You don't have to worry about them. I'll make sure they're safe." Unfinished business. Back in Port Charles, Sonny's rage boiled as he promised to find the person responsible for the explosion. He could not let this assault on his family go unpunished. Carly also struggled with her growing sense of helplessness. She tried to be strong for her family, but the weight of the situation threatened to consume her. Throughout it all, Carly and Sonny found themselves relying on each other in ways they hadn't in years, reigniting worries about their future and whether their paths would cross again. A town changed forever. The explosion at Sonny's penthouse shook Port Charles, leaving no one unaffected by the aftermath. As Michael's recuperation progressed and the search for the offender increased, the people of this close-knit community braced themselves for what was ahead. Michael's bedside request for Jason: he spills Sasha's pregnancy and asks for help watching over her. General Hospital spoilers suggest that many fans are anxious about the leaked video of Michael Corinthos' fiery ending. Some viewers are concerned that Michael would be murdered, but all indications are that he will survive and travel to a burn treatment. Michael may require significant reconstructive surgery after being scorched in the flames. It's easy to image Michael being bandaged from head to toe as Jason Morgan visits his bedside at GH. Michael may thank Jason for saving his life, as he should have been the one to take him out of the flames. Although Michael will have a long road to recovery, Jason will offer him the opportunity to face that task. According to GH preview information for 2025, Michael will require Jason's assistance in another way. According to General Hospital teasers, Michael will make a request for Jason, putting him in Sasha Gilmore Corbin's orbit. It appears that Michael will acknowledge Sasha is pregnant and request Jason's assistance in caring for her. Michael wasn't going to be active in the baby's life, but he encouraged Sasha to stay in Port Charles so he could help if she needed it. Michael will most likely be off in another nation where he can receive the best care available to burn sufferers. Michael will be unable to care for Sasha as a result of his injuries, yet he will not feel good abandoning her. Jason may guarantee Michael that he will look out for Sasha, especially because they are both residing on the Quartermaine property at least for now. This might pave the way for the Jason and Sasha relationship, which fans have already speculated about. Of course, things will become extremely problematic because Sasha does not want her kid to be associated with the Quartermaine or Corinthos families, nor does she want her child to be around the mob. Jason is tied to everything Sasha is attempting to avoid, so she may resist temptation as it arises. The same is true for Jason, although he may develop feelings for Sasha and wish to be a bigger part of her life. Our predictions suggest to some messy sentiments on the horizon, so we'll keep you updated on any romantic developments that arise. According to spoilers, Michael's final request before leaving could bring Jason and Sasha closer together, so stay tuned. General Hospital news: cheeky Cameron Matheson's bum is out. General Hospital spoilers hint that Cameron Matheson is feeling sassy in the new year. He wants you to know. The daytime actor and Hallmark regular shared a naked photo on his Instagram account, and we mean buck naked. It was a back shot of the hunk staring off at a beautiful watery scenery, which we assume was because the nudie had vanished. What's the matter, Cam? You can't stand the heat. Love you, guy. Cameron Matheson posts naked picture. Of course, the internet exists indefinitely, and if you look hard enough, you can discover a copy of the poster boy. In the interim, we can tell you that his bum photo was titled Stepping into 2025. GH spoilers: Cameron Matheson is a vision. Cameron didn't say whether he was alone in the buff, but he appeared to be enjoying a fantastic holiday in a sun-drenched cabana overlooking pristine blue sea. Clearly, he is having a lot more fun than his GH character, Drew Q. General Hospital spoilers: what will happen to Drew Q in 2025? Drew has gone from hero to zero in PC after betting Nina Reeves and her daughter Willow Tate. Have we mentioned that Willow is Drew's nephew's wife? And it all took place at the Q mansion, where half the town is bunking. At least it was not in Tracy Quartermaine's room this time. Last year, Sonny Corinthos and Carly Spencer pretended to have fun in Tracy's bed, but it was all a charade. Willow and Drew tried it for real in the nursery. General Hospital spoilers: what happens next in Port Charles, New York? Drew is not very popular right now among fans who can't stand his mother-daughter extracurricular activities. Of course, that is up to the writers. But if it's not on the paper, it's not on stage, then Drew is the one causing the audience's ire. It doesn't help that Drew has just reversed course, embracing his dark Quartermain DNA by lying, cheating, and stealing. Tell us, GH fans, what you think of Drew Q as he is being written. Did you have a chance to witness Matheson, ring in the new year? Michael's ordeal. Michael was barely alive after the explosion in Sonny Corinthos' penthouse, his body covered in horrific burns. The once energetic and confident guy now lay defenseless at General Hospital, his future unknown. His mother, Carly Spencer, and adoptive father, Sonny, remained by his side, their sadness heightened by memories of Morgan, another son they had lost due to identical circumstances. Carly's voice cracked as she spoke to Sonny in the hospital waiting room. "We can't lose him, Sonny. We simply can't." Sonny, his visage filled with rage and anguish, responded, "We won't. But whoever did this, they will pay." Valentine's search for redemption. Meanwhile, Valentine Cassadine was experiencing his own difficulty. On the run with his daughter, Charlotte, he was trying to keep her safe from the threats that had approached too near for comfort. However, Valentine's guilt weighed severely. He had caused pain in the past, but when he learned of Michael's situation, he saw an opportunity to make atonement. Valentine confessed in a private moment with Anna Devane, "I know I've done terrible things. But maybe now is my moment to put things right. Michael deserves a second opportunity, and I have the wherewithal to provide it." Anna stared at him thoughtfully. "If you're serious, Valentine, this may be the beginning of a new journey for you. However, redemption is not easy, you must work for it." The Boron Sky Clinic connection. Valentine recalled his own transforming experience at Russia's Boron Sky Clinic, which is famed for its groundbreaking medical advances. Years ago, the clinic fixed his scoliosis and gave him a new lease on life. Later, he helped Ava Jerome receive care when she was severely burned. The outcomes were miraculous. Ava emerged with no apparent scars, demonstrating the clinic's skill. Now Valentine saw an opportunity to assist Michael in the same way, with no ulterior motivations. A family's struggle. While Michael remained comatose, his loved ones dealt with their emotions. Dante Falconeri, Michael's adopted brother, was divided between his police duty and his allegiance to his family. Do you think Valentine can help? When the proposal was offered, Dante queried Carly with skepticism. Carly, her eyes burning with purpose, said, "If it means giving Michael his life back, I'll do anything. Even if it is Valentine Cassadine." Michael's cousin, Lulu Spencer, had some reservations as well. Despite her rage at Valentine over Charlotte's custody troubles, she couldn't dismiss the potential of his assistance. The hunt for the perpetrator. While the family discussed Valentine's offer, Anna and Sonny worked feverishly to identify the person responsible for the penthouse explosion. The evidence led to Jack Brennan, a dangerous person with a history of inciting mayhem in Port Charles. Brennan's fingerprints are all over this, Anna informed Sonny during a tense meeting at the PCPD. But we need solid proof to take him down. Sonny clenched his hands, his voice low and threatening. "You find me the proof, Anna. I want him to understand what it is like to lose everything." A leap of faith. Valentine's idea was eventually presented to Carly and Sonny. "I can make arrangements for Michael to be treated at the Boron Sky Clinic," Valentine added. "They can do the same thing for him that they did for Ava and me. There is no guarantee, but if there is a chance to save his life, it is there." Carly paused, her protective instincts burning. "Why are you doing this? What is in it for you?" "Redemption," Valentine answered simply. "And no strings attached this time." Sonny watched Valentine attentively before nodding. "If this is real, make it happen." Michael's journey. The preparations were arranged quickly, and Michael was taken to the clinic. The healing process was long and tough, involving surgeries and treatment. Throughout it all, Michael's family remained supportive, expressing love and encouragement. Weeks stretched into months, and when Michael returned to Port Charles, the results were spectacular. The scars that had previously marked his injuries had vanished, replaced by a renewed feeling of hope and perseverance. A changed man. Valentine's contributions to Michael's recuperation were acknowledged. The Corinthos family and its allies gradually came to perceive him differently. Lulu changed her stance, realizing his attempts to make peace. "I'll never forget what you've done for Michael," Carly said to Valentine one evening. "You gave him back his life. For that, I am grateful." Valentine nodded, his eyes reflecting the significance of his journey. "I only hope it's enough to start making things right." Steve Burton has been engaged. See amazing proposal photos. According to General Hospital spoilers, Steve Burton has had a difficult relationship. Burton was married for many years, but it ended in sadness. However, the actor delivered some wonderful news just after New Year's 2025. Steve proposed marriage to his girlfriend, Michelle Lundstrom, and she agreed. Continue reading to learn more about this lovely moment. Unexpected heartbreak. According to GH teasers, Steve previously married Sherry Gustin. The divorce was finalized in December 2023, just more than a year ago. They had 3 children together, and the manner in which they separated was unexpected. Around the same time, Steve was dealing with significant career challenges and adjustments. GH spoilers, personal and professional struggles. As fans may remember, Jason was killed off for a spell. During his absence from GH, the actor portrayed Harris Michaels on Days of Our Lives. After that chapter, fans were thrilled to learn that Jason was returning to his Port Charles home. Currently, Jason and Sonny Corinthos are on good terms. However, Jason must strike a balance between working for Sonny and keeping the vows he made following Sam's death. Steve Burton's proposal. General Hospital spoilers state that on Saturday, January 4, 2025, Steve tagged Michelle in a special Instagram post. That message was to announce that the two are officially engaged as of Friday, January 3, 2025. Along with many images, including one showing Michelle squealing with pleasure, there was a Bible quote from Jeremiah 29 verse 11. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." General Hospital spoilers, fans and co-stars react. Many joyful emojis and congratulations were left in the comments area. One fan noted that she initially mistook Michelle for Kelly Monaco. Others shared their joy that Steve and Michelle are embarking on a new phase. Finola Hughes, Galen Gehring, Laura Lee Bell, Michelle Stafford, and many more have expressed their enthusiasm for the duo. In May 2024, Burton announced his relationship with Lundstrom. However, it is unclear how long they had been seeing each other before going public. Then, in June 2024, Steve took Michelle to the Daytime Emmy Awards. "We wish this pair all the best as they plan their future together." Many congratulations to Steve Burton and Michelle Lundstrom. A week of turmoil and transformation in Port Charles. The week of January 6, 2025, pushed Port Charles inhabitants to their limits, forcing them to make difficult decisions, confront hidden facts, and act decisively. From blazing danger to intimate disclosures, the small village was alive with mystery and drama. Monday, January 6, Willow confronts the unthinkable. Willow Tate Corinthos sat on the edge of her bed, her fingers quivering as she held the legal papers in her lap. Her normally collected countenance turned pale with shock as she wore a satin robe. Drew Kane Quartermain approached the document with caution, and the words blurred together. "They're taking the kids from me," Willow said softly, her voice breaking. Drew's jaw tensed as he crouched next to her. "We'll fight it, Willow. No one will take Wiley and Amelia from you without a fight." Carly Spencer expressed her dissatisfaction with Willow's situation to Jason Morgan in Port Charles. "She is putting everything at danger by relying on people who do not have her best interests at heart," Carly exclaimed, storming around Jason's apartment. Meanwhile, Jocelyn Jacks made a distressing find while looking for information regarding the fire that put Michael Corinthos in jeopardy. Across town, Brad Cooper had reached his breaking point, striking out at those around him as old scars reopened. Tuesday, January 7, Flames of Chaos. The morning air was thick with smoke, and sirens blared outside Sonny Corinthos' penthouse. Jason Morgan and Sonny remained still, staring in terror as flames engulfed the building. Inside, Michael was enveloped in flames, his pained screams echoing across the carnage. "Michael!" Sonny yelled, attempting to charge into the flames only to be stopped by Jason. "Sonny, we'll get him out." "We can't lose you either," Jason exclaimed, his voice solid despite the dread in his eyes. As firefighters battled the blaze, Nina Reeves delivered bad news to an unwitting ally. Meanwhile, Harrison Chase sought relief in an intimate session with Sasha Gilmore Corbin, where he expressed long-buried anxieties. Brooklyn Quartermaine, too, discovered a truth that might alter her career, and Portia Robinson revealed a secret to Isaiah Gannon during an emotional time. Wednesday, January 8th, Secrets and Interruptions. As Michael fought for his life in General Hospital, Sonny wanted answers from those he held accountable. "Someone's going to pay for this," he hissed, his voice a low rumbling of rage as he approached his inner circle. At the same time, Anna Devane sought out Jack Brennan, believing that his knowledge could shed light on the current spate of attacks. "Jack, I need your help." "This is bigger than we expected," Anna insisted, her conviction unflinching. Jason made a genuine request to Lucas Jones, most likely related to Michael's critical care. Meanwhile, Drew interrupted Carly's tense encounter with a hospital supervisor, delivering news that would shift her priorities yet again. Thursday, January 9th, Take Control. Cyrus Renault crept through the shadows, his keen eyes and ears listening up on whispered discussions inside General Hospital. The enigmatic figure's silent presence sent shivers down everyone who crossed his path. Willow reached a breaking point. Tired of being used as a pawn in the custody battle, she seized control of her story. "No more letting others decide what's best for me or my children," she exclaimed, her newfound strength shining. Diane Miller and Martin Gray engaged in a heated legal dispute in the courtroom. Outside the courtroom, Carly and Sonny relied on one another for comfort, their shared loss and rage forming an unspoken relationship. Friday, January 10th, Revelations and Compromise. Nina Reeves, torn between her allegiance to Sonny and her conflicting sentiments for the Corinthos family, made an unexpected compromise. "Sometimes, the only way forward is to meet in the middle," Nina conceded, her words laden with significance. Tracy Quartermaine and Stella Henry reconnected, their vibrant chat packed with memories of the past and hopes for the future. At Kelly's diner, Kai Taylor and Trina Robinson experienced a quiet but explosive moment that hinted at a growing affection. Meanwhile, Cody Bell tracked to Brad Cooper, looking for answers to problems that had been bothering him. Their heated exchange had both guys reeling as old wounds were reopened. The week of reflection. Port Charles has endured another week of heartbreak, disclosures, and endurance. Michael's searing suffering brought his loved ones together in their commitment to get him through the storm. Willow's newfound power marked a watershed moment in her journey, as Nina, Carly, and Sonny navigated the complex web of familial devotion and personal ambition. Jason Quartermaine, the Golden Boy. Jason Quartermaine was everything his family had hoped for: smart, disciplined, and ambitious. Jason was well on his way to become a doctor, inspired by his parents, Alan and Monica Quartermaine, who were both doctors. He was the epitome of what a Quartermaine should be: faithful, dependable, and moral. Unlike his troublesome brother, AJ, who battled addiction and self-destructive tendencies, Jason was a model of stability. He avoided drinking, behaved responsibly, and worked hard to make his family proud. He had a great bond with his parents, especially Monica, who was incredibly proud of her son. But fate had different intentions. The accident that changed everything. Jason's life was turned upside down one terrible night when his brother AJ's irresponsible driving caused a vehicle accident that left Jason with a traumatic brain injury, TBI. The aftermath of the catastrophe was traumatic, not only for Jason, but for the whole Quartermaine family. Jason, who had previously been calm and measured, became impulsive, brash, and unfiltered. He struggled to handle emotions and frequently reacted angrily when others failed to understand him. His intentions to pursue a medical profession were abandoned, and the family was forced to figure out how to deal with this new reality. Alan Quartermaine, ever the pragmatist, thought therapy could fix Jason. He believed his son's metamorphosis could be reversed with enough effort and discipline. However, Jason refused to be molded into the person he no longer was. Jason Morgan's new identity. Unable to meet his family's expectations, Jason cut connections with the Quartermain name and the life it symbolized. He sought consolation and purpose outside the mansion's gates, and he found both with Sonny Corinthos. Jason adopted the surname Morgan and went into a world of danger and loyalty as Sonny's enforcer. The Mafia became his new family, providing him with a sense of belonging and respect that he believed he could never find with the Quartermains. While Monica struggled to comprehend the loss of her son, Jason's grandmother, Lily Quartermain, provided discreet support. Lily's unconditional love and understanding helped Jason connect with the rest of his family. She listened without passing judgment, giving him a safe space to be himself. Jason's love with Lily grew so strong that he took on her maiden name to commemorate her history. It represented a symbolic rejection of the Quartermain lineage and acceptance of his new identity. A father's struggle. Years later, Jason's life changed dramatically with the birth of his son, Danny. Jason's world transformed as he faced the duties of parenting. However, tragedy struck again when Jason disappeared the same night Danny returned home. Jason had been presumed dead for 5 years. When he returned, he received the devastating news that Danny's mother, Sam, had died while he was away. The weight of this loss, along with his own remorse, compelled Jason to reconsider his values. Jason is now faced with a decision as Danny's lone parent. He must decide whether to stay in the perilous world of the mob or to move aside and provide the stability his son so urgently requires. The path forward. Jason's journey has always been one of duality, reconciling who he was with who he is now. The memory of the man he once aspired to be remains, and his love for his son may be the key to regaining some of that lost identity. Walking away from the mob would honor Sam's memory while also allowing Jason to focus on being the father Danny deserves. It's a difficult decision, full of hurdles and sacrifices, but one that could eventually redefine his legacy. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.